Hey boys, welcome back to some more Cricket 19, my player career, and we're going to be continuing on with the T20 clash. Going to be playing in Adelaide here against the Redbacks in this round four encounter. It's been a good tournament for us so far, the Bulls, but on a personal note, it's been a fairly, a fairly non-eventful, I guess. Fairly non-eventful tournament. Hopefully we can get in the runs a bit more, get a few opportunities. Jimmy Pearson is captain. Can you please put me up the order? Charlie Humphries, he's a good young talent. But I mean, come on, we're firing away the best batter in this team as of form. And as of late, so we should be batting fourth. I mean, I think Chris Lynn is coming at number 3. I wouldn't expect to overthrow our boy Linny, but yeah, come on, we gotta be number 4 at least. But the Redbacks here are gonna be in to have a bat, which it's always a bit worrying because our boys with the ball can do some damage quickly. Billy Stanlake has been killing it. But we come into bowl here, a handy average 23, picking up a few wickets, best of 3 for 20, I think it was. So I mean, with the ball, we've been keeping it tidy, getting the odd wicket, which is always good fun. And yeah, so Tommy Cooper, Jake Lehman. Cooper, very damaging, very dangerous T20 batsman. He's had some fantastic innings, Cooper. I don't know, when I watch him bat, I always sort of feel like he doesn't look, one of the better T20 batters, but then he just has these unbelievable innings. He has all the shots in the book, and he's got some power as well. It looked like here, I'm pretty sure he got a little touch on this one. He goes for the big booming cut shot. Did he touch that? James Pearson, he's put it down regardless. I don't know. It was close. Wasn't a huge deviation. Is this one? That's got to be out. That's plumb. No, it's not. He must have hit it. Did he hit it? Did it hit him outside the line? Another replay is in order. Have a look at this. Oh yeah, little top edge onto the forearm. Oh. We've got him in trouble here, and then the next ball, what has happened here? They're going to go upstairs. I don't know. It didn't let me look at the replay. He just sort of skipped over, and apparently he's out. So, I mean, that's a wicket we worked hard for. Well, I mean, not really worked hard for, but we definitely we had him in all sorts of trouble. Cooper goes for the big booming drive. He actually, okay, I was very confused as to what had happened, and yeah, he got a little bottom edge, bounced up. Pearson does a good job here. Cooper in no man's land, admiring his shot that he completely whiffed on, and get a nice wicket, and then bang, almost 2 in 2 balls. Alex Carey beat it on the outside edge, so a good start with the ball here as Carey goes to plough it over mid-wicket. That is a wicket for sure. What has happened there? He's put down an absolute sitter. Alex Carey, of all people, you do not want to be dropping when he's getting started. That is ridiculous. Who is it? Kuhneman? I have no idea how to pronounce his name. But good lord, how has he put that down, dude? That was literally that was the biggest dollar you'll ever see in cricket. Oh, that is frustrating. Incredibly frustrating, because this has been a fantastic bowling performance, and I mean the runs they're on, it's looking unlikely that we'll need a bat in this match. So, I want to get the wickets when they're on offer. So we're just being screwed over there, and we bundle them out. And as I predicted, we are not going to get a bat. They did sneak their way to 151. We finished with 1 for 7 off I think only 2 or 3 overs maybe, and chased it down very, very easily. Only 2 overs, in fact. I don't know why we didn't get a couple more, but regardless, the openers and Lynn got the job done fairly comfortable. So we're going to progress here, round 5, taking on the Vicks here. And yeah, this is one of their overall is only 68. Actually, I wonder, I didn't actually see it. It looked like their batting was 79, which is pretty high. Their bowling was, I actually don't know if it was their bowling or fielding that was very low, but I mean, they got a pretty strong team on paper. The bowling is not bad. You know, Boland, I think, could be rated pretty well. Farward Ahmed, I think, could be pretty decently rated. And then, you know, a fairly handy batting lineup. So I don't know why their overall rating was so low. 68? Their batting rating, I think, was 79. So that doesn't really make sense. For it to be 68 overall and their batting was 79, the other two stats must have been like 40, must have been like 50s, which doesn't make any sense at all. Very strange. I have no idea. Or at least one of the stats was like 50 odd, and maybe the other stat was about 60 something. I don't know. Very strange. But regardless, gonna open up with the ball here, and always bring up, that's the one thing. I mean, it's sort of, I think they've done a decent job, but I still feel like with the fields and stuff, you can really sort of suffocate the batsmen. I feel like the latest update, the batters are a little bit better at going like aggressive over the top, but I still sort of feel, and then lo and behold, as soon as we're talking about it, Marcus Harris just pulls out this beautiful little flick off the pads over mid wicket. But generally, they're not the best at hitting it over the top. So you sort of always bring up your mid on, mid off. Occasionally they'll go over the top, straight down the ground, but not often. As again, he's going to flick it away. Thankfully, we actually did have a man back there, but this is a terrible little spell for me to be talking about it. But it I'm sure if you guys have bowled in this game, it rings true for you as well. Like they're better than previous iterations, but it can still definitely use some work. As that is it's a cracking shot. This is the this is the actual anomaly in this game, and I have to be I'm talking about it when they're just absolutely. It's Marcus Harris who's having a belter here. Is that one? It's actually pretty close. It's straightened up a little bit, but not enough. But Marcus Harris doing a good job. Sam Harper, the new man to the crease, so we'd love to just keep him on strike for a little bit. Constrict run rate is pretty bad. Who is in? Glennie Maxwell is now to the crease. Marcus Harris is still there, so he's playing a bit of a lone hand at the minute. But I mean, Maxwell, it's probably not a terrible time for Maxie to be out there. You know, you want him to face. I mean, it's sort of a couple of train of thoughts, but that is going to absolutely destroy Marcus Harris's stumps. That was a beautiful ball. I think that was a top spinner. It just straightened just a touch out of the hand. He might have been thinking it was the wrong end. Actually, that is a beautiful ball and a beautiful wicket, because the out of the hand that might have looked like the wrong end. It would have come into the pad. You try to flick it away. It just held its line a little bit. Top spinner still depends the angle of it, but you can still get a little bit of natural spin or orthodox spin, but it's just going to bounce a bit more. And that was a perfect example. What a delivery. That was just beautiful to watch as Mackenzie Harvey. So another youngster, and he's again lefty. Lefty love to play that little flick off the pad for another boundary. So picked up the big wicket. Gone for a few runs, but 1 for 15 into our fourth over. It's been a pretty handy spell. This one flicked away. Harvey again. It's going to go for 4 as well. Maxwell is now also out, so Seb Gotch, the new man to the crease. This is again looking like a little bit of a may not get a bat in this situation. Hopefully we finish our spell and then they can just pile on a few runs the last 11 overs here, and I don't know, sneak their way up to about 130 maybe if they're lucky, 140 at most. But that's got to be close. He's played a long way across. It's not going to be given. I'm going to challenge it because why not? I think this is our last ball in the over, last ball in the spell. So, Harvey is he's looking good. We'd love to pick him up here. I think it probably spun a bit too much. It hit him in, well, it pitched in line for sure. Yeah, pitched on like middle. It's just spun. It's just spun a touch too much. Decent delivery. Look at that, right in line, and then just strains a touch too much. You're just gonna miss the off peg by a fraction. So, I think worth a challenge. On replay, obviously not going to be given, but worth the challenge, worth the risk there. As hopefully we can get into have a bat, and it looks like we are going to get a little cameo in this match. They did actually they got a few runs. Again, the tail sort of wagged, so we're gonna need 25 or 41. It should be fairly comfortable, but anything can happen. So we're in with a good shot. There's a couple of I thought he got 3 wickets in the over, but it was a wide and then wicket for Glenn. He had a bit of a shocker with the bat, but he's coming good with the ball here. He's got a couple of wickets and keeping it tidy. So seems to be that the spin doing the business on this track. It looks pretty flat, but maybe just spinning a bit more, holding up slightly. Who knows? Pitches are always a little bit fairly roads in Australia, but the shorter format they can do a little bit more. Who is this? Who was this bowler? Is it Cameron White? I didn't even see him come into bat. Was he opening for them? Big bear here. He's bowling his leggies. He's bowling a very orthodox style. In real life, he's used to be quite the unorthodox action. Cameron White. He was sort of. I remember when he first came into the team as Humphrey. Good lord, put your skates on, buddy. But I remember when White first came into the scene, and he was getting picked for Australia in the shorter format a bit. He was sort of picked as an all-rounder slightly. His bowling wasn't great, but he did make it as more of an all-rounder than just a straight batsman. Always a lot of talent. White, I just felt like he never really performed in internationals. I feel he was solid when he was there, but nothing too special. As I was just gonna flick that one away for a couple of runs, so we just move on to 7. This is all we have to do. I'd love to get a couple away, but we don't have to do anything too silly. It's just gonna push that one for a quick single, hog the strike as best we can. Humphrey is doing a good job up the other end. 20 off 11, 30 off 17 now. He's basically ruined our fun at the crease because he wanted to score all the runs apparently, and that's going to be all she wrote. We win the game with a little flick to the leg side. Don't get me wrong, a very very cowardice way to win. I don't feel good about it, but that's how we're going to do it. We're going to play the smart option and get not out. Humphrey did a good job. Hazlitt, Lynn, Bryant, all contributed, and we bowled pretty well. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.